Hello everybody, my name is Solo. Welcome back to Anime Fantasy Re. And guys, I have a special video for you guys today because I was given some of the new units from the update to show off to you guys and see if you guys want to play after seeing them. So, yeah, let's take a look, shall we? Let me just get over here to traits. So, the new units that we have is, of course, Singin Woo, right? Chien Sparkle. I don't remember what the actual name of this person is. And then we got Darling as well, which has no passive, but also does some other stuff. I'm not too sure. Anyway, Singin Woo. So let's see. Singin Woo cannot die from a single hit. Bad luck protection. This unit cannot critically strike and change crit damage to damage multiply. Okay. That's interesting. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's roll on. I only have a few rolls, so we're gonna roll a little bit on Singin Woo. And yeah, we're gonna test these units. And what better way to test them than going into the Singin Woo area? Because the Singin Woo area, if you guys haven't noticed, is the like big thing where you're gonna be able to test kind of unit strength, to be honest. Because with the new event, because there's of course the assassin event, which was the last event, there's the celestial event, which I still need to do, and then there is the new event, which is over here, the Crimson Chamber. And as you can see, there's a lot of rewards, and this is where you get Singin Woo and Chien. I don't know where you get Darling from, I'm gonna be honest. But anyway, we're gonna go into it, and then I'm gonna show you guys. Actually, I want to level them up first, so what I'm probably gonna do is try to get some food to feed these guys, because like them compared to like Naguma, right, is not very good. So yeah, let's get some food to feed into these guys, and then we'll be back. Okay, so I have leveled Singin Woo. So what I'm gonna do is, apparently Darling is from the time chamber, so I'm not gonna bring her in. I think I am gonna bring Ace in though. We're gonna go into the Crimson Chamber right here, which has a bunch of rewards like sad orbs and different things along those lines, including a demon fang and the perfect dance sword. And then of course at tier 10 is Singin Woo. We're gonna play this and see how it goes, because I feel like Singin Woo is probably built a lot more for this. The biggest issue with this is probably starting, because like unless you have a farm that's really cheap, you're not gonna get like a lot of things off for a little bit. So, and also you need somebody who's gonna be able to take down Ingress, because Ingress is very powerful. Pretty sure I can put down more than, or no, you can only put down one Singin Woo, so you definitely want to go for like I don't remember, is it unique in this game? I think it's unique in this game. I'll double check that here after we show him off. But yeah, so his unique abilities is cannot die from a single hit. I'm guessing that has something to do with Ingress. And then bad luck protection. The unit cannot critically strike and change crit damage to crit multiply. So I'm not sure if that means like if you give him more crit damage, he gets more crit multiply or damage multiply. But what I do know is his damage like scales by quite a lot. So whereas Naguma was more bleed damage, Singin Woo's more keeping himself alive and making sure that he's doing a lot of damage. One thing I'm not too sure about is I think these damage numbers are kind of weird, because if you watch, it says it's supposed to go to 80,000, right? And then I click it, it only goes to 40. So I'm not sure if like because this is 100% if it's doing 80 and I'm just not seeing it. I'm not too sure. It's probably what it means is that it's gonna do that much. But you never know. It could be something else. I will say Singin Woo does do a lot of damage though. Like purely just straight up is annihilating stuff. I am gonna put this guy down just due to the fact that I know he's probably gonna need to do like some bleed and stuff. Just so then we can get shields out of the way. Because another thing is the shields on characters are pretty high for this event. So, but yeah, this Singin Woo is absolutely nuts though. Super OP with all of his moves, especially the basically 100% more damage. That is literally one of his passives is just absolutely insane. Somebody told me fusing units is better, so I might go try that here in a bit. But yeah, let me see if I can find somebody who's talking about Singin Woo real quick. Because I know Singin Woo is very much a bigger unit for this game. Oh yeah. See how the units disappeared, this one? Because I had Chien right there, right? That's because Chien didn't have enough health. Okay, so he's out of Singin Woo's range, so I'm moving Singin Woo. Now it's just Singin Woo versus Ingress. I don't know if it's going to go well because Ingress is probably going to go out of Singin Woo's range here in a second. We're going to get really close though. Yeah. Okay, put him back down. I definitely think I need a better team for this, but Singin Woo does do a lot of damage. Singin Woo is why we did so much damage to Ingress in that instance, but we definitely need to level more of the units. I literally went in with a level 2, so. But his passive is nuts. The fact that he's basically getting an extra 100% on top of his regular damage is absolutely insanity. So yeah, let's go ahead and so somebody said fusing is a good way to go about it. So let me go ahead and summon some units, fuse them together, and then I'll be back. Okay, yeah, so doing that does work a bit better. So yeah, if you're having trouble leveling units, just get like some legendaries, especially if you're trying to level mythics or secrets, just get some legendaries and level them up a bit more. So now we have her at 56, him at 77, and then of course we brought in Ace as kind of a introductory unit, I suppose. Ace does not do a lot of damage right now, but that's fine. Honestly, I need him just for shields, to be honest. Alright, we can also put her down now. Because she's at least been leveled. Her passive is pretty cool. Increase crit rate by 40% when placed. And her damage like jumps. Like from like being nothing to being a lot. So yeah, that's pretty insane number jumping there. Of course, nothing's gonna beat Singin Woo with his number jumping, because holy, yeah, upgrade 2 already doing 20,000. Yeah, quite a bit there. I need to get a farm on this team. Honestly, I need to hit level 20, if I'm being completely honest. Need to get all my slots unlocked so then I can get some farm units or something. I think I have a farm unit, I just don't use it because it takes up a slot. But yeah, Singin Woo is basically a unit that can do like twice as much damage as he can, just because of his passive alone. And then the bad luck, or not bad luck protection, the cannot die from a single hit, is literally good against this in particular because of them taking damage. So it makes it so then it's easier for you to go through this stage as long as you have some supplemental damage, quote unquote. Or I'll just get him to the point where he can just bully Ingress, because that'll be actually funny if Singin Woo can just bully Ingress. I do love the animation for all these characters, especially Singin Woo. Singin Woo his animation looks insane. Yeah, I definitely might need to look at this with a farm unit, because there's a lot of stuff getting by, and I know it's not Singin Woo's fault because Singin Woo can't. I think it's just he can't hit fast enough. Because a lot of the units have a shield. There we go. We maxed out Singin Woo. That's the big thing I wanted. Okay, so Ingress just spawned. I actually put this guy, just in case to get past Singin Woo, I'm putting this guy down. Okay. Let's put down Singin Woo here. Upgrade him as much as I'm gonna get. Yeah, Singin Woo like hits super hard. But the thing about it is again, getting his upgrades super late into the game is kind of a pain. I did not place him well. Yeah, so I think my biggest limitations is not having these two slots and not having a farm with me, because, well, if I had a farm, this would have been easy because of how much Singin Woo is doing. Singin Woo honestly seems to me like one of the most OP, if not the most OP unit in the game, besides maybe Gilgamesh. Which eventually I am gonna go for Gilgamesh. As far as the other characters, they seem like the other character seems a bit more supplemental. And what I mean by that is with Qian, they only have one thing, which is increased crit rate by 40. And if we go ahead and look, their crit rate is 45, so it goes up to 85, and then crit damage is 110. So realistically, you can place down 3 of them. They're probably the one you wouldn't want to focus on getting the trait that goes down to 1. You'd probably want them. It's Zenith that I'm thinking of. Zenith is the trait that I am thinking of. So yeah, Zenith is the one that I believe limits to 1. I think Aurora or Astral is the one you would want to get on Qian, just because you'd want multiple placements of them. But yeah, 100% is going to be better once I get farms and everything. But as far as I can tell, Singin Woo seems like he's like one of the best units in the game currently. I mean, he's a dark type. I feel like I'm talking about Pokemon. He's secret dark type. He has a constellation you can get. He has a metric ton of health, a lot of damage, crit damage, which is just crit multiplier. He has like a quite substantial price, but honestly, I think it's worth it to get him down. We are gonna do one. We're gonna try the run one more time, except I'm gonna unequip Fire Fist, aka Ace, and I'm gonna see if I have. Oh yeah, here it is. So I have Bulma, who is a farm, who is, I believe, one of the better, if not the best farms in the game. And we're gonna see how well this goes. Because I feel like having a farm is gonna make this a whole lot better. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But you never know until you try, right? Again, I'm not an expert on like playing this or like playing any of these. So I could be wrong on a few of these or like how they work. So yeah, if you guys got any tips that will help anyone out, of course put them in the comments. Make sure, you know, people can understand how some things work. I'm gonna put down 2 Bulmas, and I'll put down Singin Woo. A few times. Yeah, because how she's supposed to work is it's supposed to be, she of course gives money every round. Making it relatively easy to upgrade characters. Now I am going to put this person down because Singin Woo's having a little bit of a tough time trying to do stuff. I think Singin Woo, and if you can get double Zenith, is going to be absolutely broken. Like, I saw someone on the Discord talking about double Zenith Singin Woo and saying that he's absolutely like a monster. So who knows, maybe one day we'll get enough rerolls to actually get Zenith on a character. Hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna max out both my Bulmas here relatively soon, hopefully. There we go. I'm gonna actually get some levels into Xian here, and we'll also get a few levels into Singin Woo. Again, these two are really good as a tag. It's just, yeah, trying to get the money to make sure that you're doing enough damage is the real kicker. But with 2 Bulmas, yeah, I should be like having 0 problems with 2 Bulmas to get the 15k to upgrade Singin Woo the final time. So yeah, we now have a maxed out Singin Woo. We're about to max out Qian, I'm pretty sure. Just gotta wait for the thing, yeah, the thing to turn. Bam. So she's maxed out. I'm also gonna do this. I'm gonna put this guy here. This is the guy from the last showcase who does bleed damage, see inflicts bleeding effect on enemies based on his damage for, what, that was 6 seconds or 5 seconds? 5 seconds. Okay. Boom, got him maxed out. You know what? We're gonna place multiple here because we got money. So we should be able to clean this up easy. A lot of them already have bleeding. Just in case that's not enough, we're gonna put a Qian here too. I mean, look at how much money I get per round. Like, easy. Look at that. Look at us cleaning up shop here. Yeah, see, another thing you gotta worry about is their health. Oh yeah, Ingris's shield just went down like immediately. Yeah, Ingris is toast. He's in the middle of everything, and yep, he just got nuked. Okay, so word of warning, bring a farm unit. That took 3 minutes. Yeah, no, Singin Woo with some of the other secrets is just absolutely broken. But yeah, it was fun to test out both of these units. I definitely think that both units kind of complement each other in different ways. Singin Woo being, of course, the main damage dealer that you are gonna want to bring along, but also Chien being a character who can do a lot of damage but also hit shields off is pretty cool. So yeah, with that being said, that's gonna do it for the showcase. Again, Singin Woo is probably one of the best characters in this game currently, besides maybe like Gilgamesh, but again, I'd have to have Gilgamesh to actually be able to tell you whether or not that's true. And let's be honest, I have quite a few missing characters in my repertoire, if like you were looking, including Ishtar, who apparently is a secret just like off the banner. But anyway, like I said, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, hit the like button, comment down below. What do you guys think of this new update? Honestly, I'm glad that anime fantasy is starting to do a lot cooler things, a lot more events, and less like here, there, and everywhere. I think it's pretty cool. I think the character looks cool. I think both of them look cool. Hopefully I can get an understanding more about the whole crit damage thing with Shadow Monarch, because I'm still a little bit foggy on that. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so then you guys never miss a video. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.